Hey everybody, Mike here. So Powersmart recently agreed to send this pressure washer out to me to try out and test. In exchange, we agreed I'd give them a review. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the specs on this thing, and then we'll take this thing outside and get a few hours worth of work out of this thing and see what it actually is capable of, and then we can finish the video out. I'll tell you what my initial thoughts are after operation. The first thing I noticed when this thing arrived at my doorstep was just how compact the box was. The pressure washer was extremely well packed, and when it came to the assembly on this thing, it goes together in probably around 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your skill level and what tools you have to use when you put this thing together. Now to quickly go over the assembly on this thing and what that takes, basically when you get this thing out of the box and get all the contents laid out, you're gonna have two sections of your handle here. That just goes together with a ratchet and a 13mm socket. The subtake's already assembled on this section of handle here. You've got the 4 bolts here to tie in, and then make sure your handle's oriented with the slant going forward so that the holder for the wand is oriented in the right direction for to be able to store your handle properly. As far as the rest of the assembly goes, you've got your axle and your 2 wheels. All that takes is just sliding the axle through the holes here at the bottom, putting on your spacers, slapping your wheels on, and then putting the 13mm nuts on each end and locking those in place. And then you've got the covers for the wheels that snap in place, and that part's done. The last part of assembly just entails putting your little foot here on the front. That is an 11mm bolt. I had a hard time getting a socket in place on this one here, so I just used a wrench to snug that dude up, and that was also good to go as well. Other than that, you just need to take your charger, plug that into the wall, slap your battery on there for a little bit, let that thing charge up, and you're good to go. The battery is stored right here in the front, so you just take your cover here, open that up, you slide your battery in place and get that locked in, and then all you gotta do after that is just hook it up to a hose, get this thing ready to roll. Now, as far as the specs on this thing goes, it's an 80-volt battery that has 6 milliamp hours of storage in that battery itself. I think if I read it correctly, you should get somewhere around 40 minutes of runtime out of this. That's what I want to try and test. I want to see how much runtime you actually get out of the battery, as well as how this thing performs in comparison to my gas Generac unit that I've been using for several years now. To give you an idea how this thing stacks up on paper, my gas Generac runs around 3100 PSI at max capacity. This one's advertised as being at 2600. So I do expect it to be a little bit less pressure, but at the same time, it's a very close comparison, I believe, because it's only 500 PSI less, which should be more than enough to handle a lot of your driveway jobs, cleaning the siding of your house off, or even washing your vehicle when you decide to do so. What I do like about this unit right off the bat is the fact that it is battery powered, so you don't have to worry about keeping gas on hand. And if you're a little bit elderly or you don't have a lot of upper body strength, you don't have to worry about pulling that pull string on a gas powered unit or getting the choke right, or even being at the risk of it not starting at all, depending on how long it's been sitting for. Now, something cool about this unit I noticed right off the bat was on the wand itself here. Instead of having separate nozzle tips that you got to swap out every time you want to change your spray pattern or whether you want to run soap through the nozzle or not, this has a 5-in-1 nozzle here that you simply just twist. I think that's really handy because you don't have to worry about keeping track of those tips, and it's very clearly labeled on the end of this thing as well. You know exactly which spray pattern you're going to be at. It's really similar to one of your garden hose nozzles when you're changing the spray pattern on one of those. Now with that being said, I'm going to go out and spend a few hours with this thing, get this thing working. I'll try it out on my driveway in a few spots. I want to run it on the house. I'll see if I can wrap my head around how this thing actually operates. Then we'll get this video finished out and I'll tell you exactly how I feel about this. Okay, so I've officially ran 2 full charges through this thing to kind of get an idea how this thing operates, what it's capable of, and what kind of test I can put it through. Based on the 2 times I've ran this battery now so far from full charge, you get somewhere between 35 and 45 minutes off of a full charge. I don't think that's too bad considering what you're demanding of that battery and the fact that it is only a 6 amp hour battery to begin with. Power-wise, this thing does awesome. It's not as powerful as my gas-powered pressure washer, but that was to be expected, and I kind of already knew that going into it. So some of the tough stains that I've got on like my siding that I know my gas-powered pressure washer could have handled, this thing struggled a little bit more with it, but I'll tell you what, everything else I threw at it, everything from the dirt on the concrete to some tires I took out of storage that I'm going to get cleaned up and get ready to sell, all the way to the green moss that was on the siding that I wanted to get off of there. Another true test I've always had problems with trying to get clean is the white gutters that are on my house and how nasty they get after a year or so between when I clean them. I was really pleasantly surprised as to how well this pressure washer did on the gutters themselves without having to do any scrubbing or putting any cleaners on the gutters. That was probably the biggest thing I was impressed with in terms of what this thing was capable of. To give you an idea of how much 40 minutes of use is on a battery, I was able to do the whole 40-foot section of the side of my garage, including the gutters. And I was able to do almost that whole concrete pad that you saw me doing, as well as trying it on that one tire I did, running the soap through this thing to see how that operated on the vehicle, and cleaning that small section of green moss that you saw on the siding there on a different wall as well. So you really can do quite a bit of work on one battery. Now with every type of technology, there's always pros and cons. As I mentioned before, the gas-powered pressure washers may not be good for someone that might be elderly or doesn't have a lot of upper body strength and able to pull that cord like they used to be able to when they were younger. So something like this is going to be ideal for them. If you live in a smaller house or like a condo or even an apartment, this would also be something that takes up a small footprint. You can store this thing easily in a 1-car garage and then drag it out, and it's easy to set up when the time comes. Now if you got those bigger jobs, if you use it commercially or like where I'm at here where I've got a ton of property, something like a gas powered pressure washer is probably going to be more more in the wheelhouse for what I think I need to use it for, and I still don't have problems pulling that string. The other trade-off too is I could take something like this out with me in the pasture, and if I've got shelters or buildings out there that I need to rinse down and I don't want to lug gas out there with me, but it's a small job under 40 minutes, let's say, this would be ideal for something like that. And one other thing to keep in mind as well is Powersmart also makes different units in their lineup as well. So you could actually add to this lineup and get a push mower and a snow blower, depending on what your needs are and what season of the year you might be in. And every one of those units comes with a battery, so you'd have multiple batteries that you could run through these units and everything run on the same ecosystem at the same time. But hey, I hope this video is somewhat insightful for you and I'm helping you make a decision as to whether this might be the right unit for you or not. I was actually pretty impressed with this over the last couple hours that I was able to use this thing for. Other than that, that's all I've got for you on this one today, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. We will catch you guys on the next one.